You won't. That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger?
The MCU is seemingly an unstoppable force, even with the issues with Phase 4 and its oversaturation. The movies are still making a lot of money and they are generally very good. One of the things that has taken over Phase 4 and its fandom is cameos. And one cameo I want to talk about today is the possibility of Miles Morales showing up in the near future. With the growing popularity of Miles due to the Miles Morales PS5 game and Into the Spider-Verse, which is the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time, it seems inevitable that Miles will be in the MCU soon. But that would be a big mistake. Let me explain.
Before we get into the video today, remember to like, comment, and subscribe below as your support go a long way. This video is sponsored by my last video where I talked about that before the release of Wakanda Forever, I believe that Marvel should have recast T'Challa, also known as the Black Panther. This video contains spoilers for all Spider-Man films. Anyway, back to the video.
The Tom Holland Spider-Man has started in a very weird place. He came into the MCU with many of the heavy hitter Avengers already having years of backstory and interactions. Sony and Disney fought till the last day to even include him in the MCU. Lastly, Sony, who is trying to make their own universe, terribly by the way, technically still owns Spider-Man and his movies in Disney's MCU. This has led a lot of cameos in other movies and 3 standalone films so far. This iteration of high school Peter Parker is very young in looks and how he acts, and was mentored by older superheroes such as Iron Man, Nick Fury, Doctor Strange, and other Spider-Man, Tobey and Andrew. On top of that, a lot of the villains he has faced haven't actually had a problem directly with him, with many of the conflicts in the films revolving around an issue with his mentor that Tom Spidey has gotten caught up in. All of this leaves so much space to explore Spider-Man without a mentor, just dealing with issues and villains on his own. You see, I love that in the end of No Way Home, it felt like the MCU Spider-Man was finally going back to basics. He's just your broke, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. No mentors, no tech, just him on his own. I hope that they keep this up for at least one more movie. Please let that Daredevil crossover wait. The first 3 Spider-Man movies taught Spidey what it means to be a hero and the sacrifices he has to make. The next trilogy should see Spidey grow on his own, differentiating himself as a hero as he slowly transitions into becoming a leader. By bringing in a young Miles now, he would feel like a black version of the current Spider-Man and not his own character that we deserve, and would hinder the story. Miles Morales, in all his interactions in comics, video games, and the greatest Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse, has always needed to be mentored on what it means to be Spider-Man, and was someone trying to figure himself out. Now, I know some might feel this would be repetitive, but for major audiences that the MCU appeal to, they won't have seen all of this. Also, Tom Spidey is currently in this stage after having everyone's mind wiped. It would be a waste not to show how solitary the life of Spider-Man can be. Bringing in Miles so early into this journey will prevent his growth and will shift the focus away from Tom Spidey. Now, technically, since Tobey and Andrew are a part of the MCU, and since Sony are so desperate to create their own cinematic universe, I have a quick suggestion on how the other 2 Spideys would deal with Miles. Tobey would literally be just the original plan I had with Tom, but with Tobey and in his universe as a Spider-Man 4. But Andrew's would be a little more exciting. Andrew's story would take place directly after Gwen's death, showing how he deals with his grief. He isn't pulling his punches and the city has taken notice. Spider-Man has isolated himself in his personal life and as Spider-Man. During this period, another Spider-Man also comes onto the scene, A little more clumsy, but still clearly cleaning up the streets, focusing on local problems that Peter has ignored as he dishes out his vengeance. Peter discovers this upstart Spider-Man, initially rejecting him and warning him off this lifestyle. But Miles keeps fighting to be a hero, and reminds Peter that with his power comes a responsibility. Initially, Peter takes Miles on so he won't hurt himself, but as their friendship grows, so does Peter's hope and Miles' skill. They need each other. They keep going forward to serve the city better. So that was my reason for why I believe Miles Morales shouldn't be placed into the MCU yet. Tom Spidey needs some time to grow, mature, and be on his own. Tobey Spidey could do it, but it's kind of a little late for his universe, and Andrew Spidey definitely has a story waiting to be used. But overall, I think, let the Spider-Verse series grow Miles Morales' popularity. Let him wait for his big MCU introduction. If you agree with me or have your own ideas, make sure you put them down below in the comment section. Remember to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you soon. By the way, dear Sony, please stop trying to create your own universe and just let Marvel take control of their characters. You haven't made a single good movie without them. You spend too much time trying to set up future projects without focusing on the project you are doing. We, as the audience, are tired of Morbius-level movies and the forced after credits that make no sense. And the characters you keep making movies for, have some shame. El Muerto